What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my daily sports picks and video. It is Thursday, June 28th. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Let's review our pick from yesterday. We had the Milwaukee Brewers at home -1.5 straight bet against the Kansas City Royals. Did not do it. Not only did they not cover the 1.5, they didn't even win the game. Things were looking pretty good. Both pitchers early on were great. And then in the sixth inning, Milwaukee hit a solo shot, so they were up 1-0. I was like, okay, now we got something going here. Just one more run, and we should be all right. But then in the top of the seventh, the wheels just fell off for Milwaukee's pitcher because he was pitching great. Only gave up a couple of hits, and then all of a sudden he couldn't get anybody out. And they had a big 5-run seventh inning, and that was all she wrote. In the ninth inning, bottom of the ninth, Milwaukee hit a 3-run jack, but then that kind of stopped, the rest of the momentum, and that's how the game ended, 5-4. So tough loss there for the Brewers. Did not see that one coming, especially the way things were looking early on with their pitcher. He was cruising along, and then all of a sudden he just hit a wall. So very disappointing there. So we'll turn that page. So since we're not hitting these smaller bets, why don't we go for the big bets? That makes sense, right? So let's do it. It is Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. We're going to be a little bit greedy here. So let's pull up today's bet of the day. Pull it up on the screen here. So for starters, I'm going to go with a soccer pick. We have England against Belgium. Both of these teams have already qualified, so they really don't have a lot to play for. Actually, the weird thing about this game is that whoever wins, most likely, it depends how the other games shape up, but most likely whoever wins this game is actually going to have a harder path moving forward. So the people are saying that nobody wants to win this game. And so if that's the case, they're not going to try to score. It could go either two ways. Either there's not going to be a lot of defense because they want the other team to score, or there's not going to be a lot of offense because they don't want to score. They don't want to win. I think it's going to be that. On top of that, the coaches have already said there's going to be a lot of substitutions. A lot of the players who haven't played a lot are going to be playing. Some starters are going to be resting. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals scored. So even if there's 1 or 2 goals scored, it's still going to go under the 2.5. So we just don't want there to be 3 or more. So I like England and Belgium to go under 2.5, just based on the circumstances. Like I said, these teams don't want to win. And then moving on to baseball, we have an early game. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks with Greinke on the mound, their best pitcher, against the Marlins. The thing here is that it's an early game and they're on the East Coast, so it's early for the D-backs, 9 a.m. game. That's the only hesitation I have, is that it's super early for them, but they've already been, this is the last game, I believe this is the last game of the 4-game series. Usually that's the early games or the getaway games, so they should already be kind of used to that time zone. I think they've already been on a long road trip, so they should be used to the East Coast time. So I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Like I said, Zach Greinke's on the mound, their best pitcher, against a terrible Marlins team. So I like the D-backs to win this game. Next, I'm going with the Mariners. Mariners had a nice win yesterday over the Orioles. I believe they came back. They came from behind to win that game. Orioles had Bundy slated to start this game, and I would have stayed away if he was pitching. I think he's their best pitcher so far this year, but he got hurt. He got placed on the DL, so now they brought up this Yacobonis guy who doesn't have much experience at all. He's had a couple innings this year and has been terrible. Mike Leake, on the other hand, everybody knows Mike Leake. He's been in the league for a long time now. He's actually had a really good June. He had one start against Boston where he gave up 5 or 6 runs, but then he played them again very quickly and dominated them. So outside of that one outing against Boston, the rest of his starts have been great. So Seattle's scoring a lot of runs right now. Baltimore is in last place. they're ready to start trading off all their good players, so they're not in winning mode. Mariners playing great, so I like the Mariners in the spot, even though it's the last game of a really long road trip, which usually you kind of want to stay away from. So that's my one hesitation with this game, but I'm still going to take the Mariners just based on the situation with the Orioles pitching. Um, so I'm going to take the Mariners to win this game. Next, we have the Dodgers and the Cubs. Dodgers are just hitting a ton of home runs. Um, they won the game yesterday. They knocked Kendricks out, I think, in the third inning. Um, so yeah, in this game they have Kershaw. Kershaw has been hurt most of the year. He came back against the Mets a week or so ago. Only pitched 3 innings. He's kind of on the pitch count. He's still going to be on the pitch count this game. So kind of with every game I'm picking, I have a little hesitation. So that's my one hesitation with this game, is that Kershaw is going to have a pitch count limitation, but I still think he is going to pitch well. He says he's 100%, so even though he's not going to go deep into the game, he should still have a good beginning. Maybe a better play is the first 5 innings. Quintana, on the other hand, for the Cubs, has not been great. He's walking a lot of batters right now. Cubs just overall aren't playing great. Dodgers have had a great June, just scoring a ton of runs. They're trying to catch the D-backs, so they're going to keep that momentum going behind Kershaw. So I like the Dodgers to win this game. And last but not least, the Houston Astros. I believe, did they get beat? I believe we got, I think, actually, no, they came back and won. They were getting beat early on, but yeah, they actually had a 2-run walk-off to win the game against the Blue Jays. But now they are traveling to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, we know, is terrible. They can't score. So the Astros, I like them here. Actually, I think Tampa Bay, who they're going with, Stanek, he's a reliever. So they're going to have another reliever game where they just pitch a bunch of relievers. Astros have McCullers. He's a really good pitcher. 8-3 this year. Astros are just the way better team. Even though they are traveling, I still like them to beat Tampa Bay Rays. So that is the late game-ish, 4 p.m. Eastern. And that's it. So that is a 5-team parlay for MLB money lines, and then the under in soccer. And 100 will pay 1,076. So let's see if we can hit that nice parlay there. And of those 5 games, the 2 I like the most are that under. I really think it's going to go under, so I'm going to put a straight on that. And then the Houston Astros, I like them, like I said, to win big on the road against Tampa Bay. -1.5, I'll take the straight there. And we'll see what happens. So those are my picks for today. We'll see what happens. We're being a little bit greedy, but we're due for a big day. So let's have it today. We'll see what happens. Good luck with whatever you guys decide to do, like always. And again, I really appreciate you guys joining me. We're going to get on a roll here eventually. I don't know how long it's going to take. Hopefully not very long. Hopefully it starts today. We'll see. But like I said before, I'm still going to keep on chugging. Baseball is not my best sport. I can't wait for football to start, and basketball is my bread and butter. But we're still going to grind through this baseball season. We're going to get it back on track. I'm keeping track of all the numbers in the background, so I will have all the stats shortly here in one of the next upcoming videos. I'm honest with all my picks and all my records. I'm keeping track, and we're going to even it out here. Actually, if these picks come through today, we'll kind of surpass everything we've done so far. So anyways, those are my picks for today. We'll see what happens. Good luck with whatever you guys decide to do, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good luck, guys.